And now, Pujya Atman Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda commences tonight's satsang with the Sanskrit peace chant.
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We begin with mystic song by Sri Swami Lalitananda, played and sung by Sri Swami Umananda and Rajneesh.
Our song tonight is called O Mighty Sage. Almighty Sage, adorations to you. You are our guiding light, dispelling the darkness, leading us to eternity. Beloved you, we are in a dark night. Draw us to a new dawn, where the sun is eternal, above the clouds of despair. Almighty Guru, the tides come and go, but you are always near, like the moon that cannot part from the sun. O divine Guru, we always remember your words of faith and love. Forgive our mistakes, shield us from temptation. Pujya Atman, protect us always, wherever we must go, guide us. Whisper softly within our heart and soul. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Almighty Guru, the tides come and go, but you are always near. We are recording from the ashram of our revered Guru, Pujyatman Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda in Miami, Florida. Today is June the 19th, 2020, Friday evening, and tonight Swamiji will be lecturing on the Tulsi Ramayana. This is series 2016, class number 209. And now Pujyatman Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda.
Om Neelambujasyamalakomalangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panau Maha Sayakacharu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham. Adorations to Lord Rama, whose complexion is like a blue lotus, very tender and delightful in appearance. Sita is seated on his left side, is carrying powerful bow and arrow in his hands. Sri Ramcharitmanas in Ayodhya Kand, verse, we are moving towards the verse number 219. The context at this stage is Bharata with all the royal party and Chaturangini Sena, a big army behind him. Led by Nishad, Guha Nishad. His project is to meet Rama, who is in the forest. Rama, Lakshmana and Sita. And coronate Rama and bring him back to Ayodhya. The main purpose of Rama being in the forest was to obey his father's words. Accordingly, he must stay in the forest. For 14 years. And then return to Ayodhya. That was the. And Bharata wants to change that in a storyline. Follow the mystical line. Here the whole focus is on highlighting the role of bhakti, devotion. Rama is the goal of bhakti. Rama has two aspects, jnana, jnana yoga as a means, and param jnana, supreme knowledge. He is the means as well as he is the end. And bhakti must culminate. Perfection of bhakti is to have Rama shine. You don't pressure Rama to do anything. Bhakti movement starts from your state of mind that you want to meet God. And when you meet God, you will have certain talks. I'm joking. And then he will naturally ask your boon. And then you will have your satisfaction. But that's kindergarten state of bhakti. Real bhakti, a Godward movement in which your ego melts. None of your desire, none of your will, but the very ego identity in you is offered to Rama. You simply become a channel in his hands. So that's how immature bhakti ends up with complete surrender to Rama. Bharata in the beginning is showing an immature state. All the story of relating to all the four brothers, highly allegorical. These is not problems of God. Gods never get into problems. But through these stories, every aspirant is being given insight into various aspects of sadhana. And the basic insight is the role of karma, bhakti, dhyana and jnana. Karma is Shatrughna in this storyline. Bharata is bhakti, Lakshmana is dhyana, Rama is jnana. Sita Devi is viveka buddhi. That's the goal, the highest success, when the soul joins with intuitive knowledge. So that's the setting. And Bharata has been, in this stage of the story, Bharata is inspiring all devotees. First inspiration, even great sages, Guru Vasishtha himself was extremely appreciative that Bharata is going to create an opportunity for seeing Rama. Further, we are in this context where Indra himself, seeing this whole set of people going to get Rama, he was so frustrated because the whole purpose of avatar for Rama to stay in the forest and Sita will be kidnapped, and with this pretext of the kidnapping of Sita, Rama will destroy Ravana. So the entire purpose of gods was Ram avatar for destruction of Ravana. That's storyline. Mystic line, of course. Ram avatar has to take place in every individual. Every soul is essentially Rama. And the Rama expresses in four aspects, four yogas: karma yoga, bhakti yoga, dhyana yoga, jnana yoga. In order to recover intuitive intellect that has been gripped by ignorance. Ignorance is Ravana. I'm giving a broad picture. Having done that, let me go on. Now at this stage, when we speak of gods became so frustrated, subtle meaning behind it. Gods represents virtue, cultivation of virtues. Every virtuous quality is God. And the leader of all these virtuous qualities is Indra. Indra plays the role of allowing the soul to move towards attaining liberation. But in this movement, Indra becomes like the role of a teacher. If a person is not qualified, Indra will present temptations of celestial pleasure, Swarga. And majority of people are only for Swarga. So Indra is always known as the source of bhoga, enjoyments. That concept of Indra undergoes a transformation. Indra not as a source of an inspirer of bhoga, but Indra as a channel leading to moksha. To make it more simple, when you practice virtuous karmas, for majority of people, the goal is to have more luxury, more prosperity, more pleasure. If that type of goal is there, that's being represented by Indras becoming concerned, seeing Rama going to get Bharata back. In the storyline, Indra expressed his mental concern to his guru, Brihaspati. And Brihaspati scolded him. Because first he was saying that he wanted to create or wanted to do something of a divine trick to delude Bharata so that he does not go to Rama. But Brihaspati scolded him that you should not, you dare not do that. You don't know the strength of bhakti, devotion. And Bharata is not going to get Rama back. Bharata will ultimately do which Rama wills. At this point, we follow now the Ramayana. Brihaspati is highlighting the importance of bhakti, devotion, by adopting Bharata as personification of the devotional movement. The theme here is, though God has equal vision to all souls, but the soul that has developed devotion, God does not observe his own rule, it is exception to the rule. He is more dear to the devotee I have explained to you by simple illustration. Sun is equal, with equal vision. All the reflected suns are nothing but the sun. That's equal vision. But the reflected sun in that jar of water, where water has become purified, that reflected sun reveals the glory of the sun in full detail. So why did the sun become so partial to one reflected sun? Adopting the same allegorical picture, God becomes dear to a person who has developed devotion and who has created purity of heart. But a person who doesn't have the purity of heart, though he is the reality behind the person, yet he becomes far from the person. You can't even breathe without God within you. And yet, when you learn about that you have to follow the path of God realization, and God, feel you are so distant. It's an impossible task. So Brihaspati is like role of guru, who corrects bhogadrishti. Bhogadrishti means going after pleasure, and highlights the importance of bhakti, devotion. Tadapi karahi samavishama bihara bhagat abhagat hridaya anusara. Though God is absolutely impartial, yet He has different roles to play for those who are devotees and those who are not devotees. Apparently, he is extremely partial to the devotees. Agun alep aman ek ras, Ram sagun bhai pagat bhagat prem bas. See how much Rama loves a devotee. The example, firstly, Rama being Brahman, Agun, beyond the three gunas of nature, three modes of nature. Alep, untouched, untainted by all that you see in the world process. So much turmoil, so much impurity, so many happenings. Just like the sky. So much turmoil is created by the cloud. You don't believe it? Go and see it. And next day you ask the sky, how did you feel? And the sky is untouched. That Rama, who who is Agun, Alep, Aman. Aman means he is not compelled by praise. He is not drawn to the devotee because he is praising him. He is beyond praise. Sada Ekaras. Rama is ever perfect, full. In that fullness, there is no hole for foolishness. There is no room at all. But led by conditioned mind, and all your experiences are through your nervous system. The world you are experiencing, every item of this world, every atom is Rama. But due to deluded vision, Rama seems to be far away from that world. Ram sada sevak ruchi rakhi, Ved Puran sadhu surasakhi. Rama always does what devotees delight in. Whatever devotees' delight is, Rama fulfills it. Pujahi manah kamana tumhari. Whatever is your manah kamana, deep desire, Rama fulfills it. You must always understand, by the time you are ready to receive Rama's grace, your desire is no longer your ego-based desire. So Rama fulfills his own will. But it's more cute to look at. Rama bends down for his devotee. How much Ram sagun bhaya bhagata prema bas. Led by your devotion, a devotee meditates on Rama or Brahman by using different sagun sakar form. Behind the form there are lots of qualities that called sagun sakar. Even that sagun sakar, which is not the real Brahman, but that becomes so powerful for a devotee. Why? Real, the absolute Rama has granted that strength, that has given that miracle, that even while you are worshipping a stone statue, you are receiving miracle of grace. Ram sada sevak ruchi rakhi, Veda Purana sadhu surasakhi. Rama always fulfills the cherished wishes of his devotees. And this is presented by Vedas, Puranas, and this is the revelation given by sadhus, saints, gods. अस जिए जानित जहु कुटिलाई, करहु भरत पद प्रीति सुहाई. All this Guru Brihaspati is telling Indra. Knowing all this, give up this crookedness of your heart to try to obstruct Bharata. Rather, become devoted to the lotus feet of Bharata. राम भगत परहित निरत, पर दुख दुखी दयाल. भगत शिरोमणि भरते, जनि डर पहु सुरपाल. O Indra, the Lord of gods, a devotee of Rama is ever involved in doing good to others. Devotees experience pain when they see others suffering from pain. And they send out goodwill. May everyone be free of their pain. Others' pain is like his own pain. It shows, it's pointing to the state of enlightenment, where you turn your mind to all jivas and their sufferings with a profound prayer and will, may all be free of misery. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. May all be happy. In the state of ignorance, you do possess goodwill, but your goodwill is limited to your own near and dear ones. And your near and dear ones themselves are like deer in the forest. Some are before you, some have run away from you. Those who run away, you don't care for them. So your goodwill suffers and shakes. And that type of heart is the normal heart of all people who don't have this channel opening to bhakti, devotion, and higher level of spiritual evolution. And that's again a subtle message. Parahit nirat. Be always involved in doing good to others. And if your personality can adopt artistic methods to help others to be free of their pain, to whatever degree, that's the picture of do good. Be good, do good. Bharata is the crowning glory of devotees. So Indra, do not be afraid of Bharata. Satya Sandha Prabhu Surahitकारी Bharata Rama Ayasa Anusari. Rama is described Satya Sandha. It means Satya Pratigya. One Rama is completely resigned to follow the path of truth. Rama movement leads to absolute truth. This is a picture of Jnana Yoga. And Surahitakari, virtuous qualities, they are gods. If you are moving towards Rama, towards liberation, all your virtuous qualities become purposeful, effective. But if you are moving towards bhoga, enjoyment, celestial pleasure, then the gods are being deluded. Your virtuous qualities remain vulnerable. And therefore there is always a story of Devasur Sangram, gods fighting with demons. Sometimes demons win, sometimes gods win. And that never ends. And Rama movement makes gods invulnerable. In other words, you are moving towards liberation. The virtuous qualities now you develop, they are absolutely effective qualities. They will fulfill your purpose. Bharata Rama Ayasa Anusari. And Bharata is bound to follow Rama's will. That's where the bhakti succeeds. If bhakti succeeds in making you win according to your ego, then that's not bhakti. स्वार्थ विवश विकल तुम होहु भरत दोष नहीं राउर मोहु. O Indra, because of your selfishness, you are having this erroneous view of Bharata, that he is going to persuade Rama to come back. This type of vision is erroneous vision, led by your moha. Moha deluded vision. Suni surabar suragura barabani bha pramodi man miti galani. Indra, having received this instruction, teaching from Brihaspati, became joyous. His mind was filled with delight, and all his distress vanished. Barasi prasoon harashi ur sur rau, lage sarahan bharata subhau. With a delighted mind, Indra, along with gods, they began to shower flowers and they began to praise Bharata's intention to meet Rama. Okay. Just intermission. Subtle point that's being so much given in a detailed way is to understand that as you practice your sadhana and you hear about developing divine qualities, virtues, first stage, your virtues are not real virtues. The virtuous qualities you are practicing because you have heard that if you do some charitable work, you will have a lot of happiness. Your dreams will be fulfilled. So that type of virtue is kindergarten virtue. But virtuous qualities that develop as you are moving towards liberation. Understand two stages, sakamya, nishkamya. First is sakamya, your life is always based on desire of your ego. From sakamya, you must switch to nishkamya. Understand, all desires, etc., will keep you confined to the world of time, space, causation. And that world is not real world. Nishkamya, therefore, your desire is to let your very ego dissolve. And this big switch is a profound topic that the masses have hard time to understand. And yet, they always know that if there is a lot of problems, become a sannyasi. But that's an outer level. How to become a sannyasi? That requires an internal change. Outer change helps you, so it has its own importance. यही विधि भरत चले मग जग मग जाही दशा देखी मुनि सिद्ध सिंहाही. Thus, Bharata continues. There's a whole party behind him, and Bharata is in front. He's being led by Nishad. His hand is on the shoulder of Nishad. Nishad, again, I have explained, is Maitri Bhavana. The quality of friendliness. The more you have developed an internal quality of not going after defects of others and not to keep in your heart all those impressions of how many people you have seen and how defective they are and all the details, if that garbage is not there. Rather, deep in your heart you must understand people whom you are hating because of their abrupt nature. They need compassion. They are sick. Sick people are don't act according to your wishes. So, that type of attitude is called Maitri Bhavana. Vishwamitra, and the entire world should be viewed with Maitri Bhavana. And that is represented here by Guha Nishad in storyline. He is a person. Bharata is very close to him, and Nishad is the one leading him on, where Rama, to unite with Rama. This scene, Dasha Dekhi Muni Siddha Sihahi, sages, siddhas, those who are great yogis, they become jealous of Bharata. Because they have been doing so hard austerities. And yet they have not developed real love for God. And look at Bharata, how he is being inspired by divine love. So anyone who is inspired by divine love, the source of inspiration for all seekers, aspirants, all those who have practiced attained great psychic powers, ascetics. जब ही राम कही लेहि उसासा, उमगत प्रेम बनहु चहु पासा. And whenever Bharata breathes deeply, breathes in, uttering Ram, as if there is an explosion of love. Love bespots, explodes. All this has very profound meaning. Meaning is same japa that you do. First you are introduced to japa and then you just do it mechanically, Ram, 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 Ram. Even that has its great power. Then you do more Ram when you are in trouble. When you are in pain, Ram. But have you come to a state? You are very happy, you have no problems, and your mind is being drawn like you are a swan, flying, soaring to a great height. And in that state, Ram, same Ram now is of that nature, allowing your soul to be thrilled along with the sound, and giving you a sense of soaring beyond to the kingdom of heaven, to the throne of God. I've given a big picture, but to whatever degree that type of joy comes along with your recitation, that's your ideal to get to. And if you are daily practicing it, then it becomes possible. You may be shaky, but that's your ideal. Japa, don't wait for trouble to put nala in your hand. But you have no trouble, you are joyous, but make your joy double. Take the bala. So much so, it prints itself in your unconscious. And your Ram Japa, your Japa becomes an expression of divine love. Divine love is like a blossom, and your Japa is wafting fragrance. So not only you are being inspired, but people are being inspired. That's what people speak of saints like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Constant bhajan, kirtan, sages and saints how whenever they sang something, it became so powerful. द्रवहि बचन सुनि कुलिश संपशाना पुरजन प्रेम न जाई बकाना. Now, and also, not only he breathes, but he expresses great love for Rama. Oh Rama, come, I've surrendered to you. Why have you separated yourself from me? I'm just adding certain things just to explain that point. And when people see Bharata's condition, it is so inspiring. It's igniting the light of love in their heart. People of Ayodhya, they all become inspired as they see Bharata experiencing a divine love. बीच बास कर जमु नहीं आए, निरखी नीरुज लोचन जल छाए. And in their great journey, they had to rest, spend a night somewhere in a comfortable way, and then they continue their journey. So in this process they have come by the banks of the Yamuna river. And when Bharata sees the river, and the river is calm and looks blue complexion. In that blue complexion he sees Rama. And he is so thrilled. Raghubar baran biloki bar Vari samet samaj hot magan baridhi virah chadhe vivek jahaj. Bharata felt the experience is described in a highly literary way and allegorical way. Yamuna river appeared to him like the ocean of virah. Virah means the pangs of separation. That is not a pang, that's like a negative. It's a bang. It's a joyous development. But described like a pangs of separation, but it's like an ocean. Separation, that sense of being separated has become so sharp that as if you have a whole ocean to cross. But immediately, by grace of God, a ship comes for him. What is that ship? Vivek. A deeper understanding. And that Vivek means, first Bharata was in a state of impatience, but now patience comes in. He adopts patience, that I am going to. And with this I am going to conclude. my study of Ramayana is very different from just going after the story. So therefore you get little. Om Ram 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 Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om. Prayer for shower of Karunamaya Rasa of divine grace over all, and may all be blessed with sabko sanamati de Bhagavan, blessed with right understanding, the understanding that you are essentially Brahman, and it is that sanamati that is the real antidote to the worst virus, mrityu virus, mortality virus. You must realize no matter how healthy you may become, you are still suffering from big virus, mortality. And that mortality virus can be corrected by sanamati. That type of understanding is potential in every heart. May that understanding develop. And that's the best. Goodwill for all. No one is exempt from this. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukum Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyama Mritat Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kashchid Dukha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Hari Om Tat Sat.
Does anyone have any questions? Please raise your hand. Shriram?
Pranam Gurudev. Gurudev, you described the Devasur Sangram when virtuous qualities directed towards prayer are involved. And at other times you have described Deva and Asura as higher self and lower self. So can you elaborate on what is higher self and what is lower self?
In that description, that when in the storyline, the same virtues, Indra, he was scolded by Brihaspati. Now he became same virtues directed towards the winning of the higher self. First stage he was confused. He was going to highlight the lower self by obstructing Bharata's devotion. That was his first point. Your virtues are obstructing your devotion to God. That type of virtues are helping your lower self. Devasur Sangram comes to that stage that you want higher self virtues instead of serving the lower self. They serve the lower self because as if gods have been defeated, they have become imprisoned by negative, as if ignorance has dominated over it. Figure that out. When virtues are not leading you to liberation, those virtues are under the grip of ignorance, grip of Ravana. or demons. And the instinct behind virtues is not to stay in grip. So therefore, there comes a stage when your virtues are released, when dharma, path of dharma opens up. Virtues gradually become free from the trap of demons. So follow that Devasur Sangram. In Sangram means sometimes Devas are imprisoned by demons. And then goal behind it that Devas should not stay imprisoned. They should dominate over demons. Whenever we say your higher self will win, you cannot keep this higher self higher because your higher self is under the grip of lower self. Therefore we say rescue yourself by yourself. If you follow that, then there will be no confusion about it.
Just clarification. Is the lower self same as the ego sense? And the higher self the witness?
To a certain extent, what you are saying is correct. Higher self is that movement in your personality that is. Now, let me give you a chariot description. When a chariot is being moved by wild horses, a drunken chariot driver, then that's lower self movement. Higher self, when the horses are obeying the driver, and the driver is obeying the person who wants to go, is God within you. That's higher self movement. Lower self movement is discord, disharmony. If you are stopping music illustration, your music is in discord. A lot of donkey sound has come. Who corrects it? Melody. The moment melody emanates. So that's your purpose in music is not to stay with discord. Now and then you have little melody and discord. Ultimately, your melody must win over all discords. So that's your Devasur Sangram. Yeah.
And so we conclude for tonight. Swamiji will be guiding meditation tomorrow night at 7:30.